hypocrisy, and double standards.
All right, thank you for stopping by here on TikTok and or YouTube at Bloom from Within Love. Let's talk about it. Collective, have you ever had any individuals in your life that wanted to tell you how you needed to live, the decisions you needed to make, the changes you needed to make, yet they themselves were not truly applying any such principles? But they tried to convince you differently. So let me give you all an example. Let's use money, since that's most what people focus on, money and or love, right? So let's say you are having financial struggles, okay, difficulties. They were having financial struggles or difficulties. And let's say they came across maybe some ways to get what they need, whether that be, creating different social security numbers, whether that be getting people to invest in them, whether that be maybe applying for different various types of bankruptcies and having, all these various different ways to assist them with their troubles. But when you go to them or you talk to them and you're having an issue, they want to tell you about how you need to get it together. See, that right there, collective, is hypocrisy. Okay. Financial stability is not just somebody's ability to get the money. How did they get the money? Okay. To imply that, oh, poor you, you're just somebody who need to get it together, and they are this person who seemed to have it together. It's not having it together when you are paying for several social security numbers in order to circulate credit to get the things you need, or when you have investors and other people that are giving to you and bailing you out of your situations. So that's not having it all together. That is, you are utilizing resources, right? So when these very types of people try to make you feel some kind of way, you're not crazy. You not wanting their advice is not you just being bullheaded and stubborn. It's you saying, I'll take advice from people who are legitimately applying it and from people who are not looking to have any digs at me. So that is what this thing is all about. Know that you have a right to say no to advice from people who just, they don't want to give to you. They don't want to support you. And they want to remind you about how you need to get it together, simultaneously forgetting about all of the support that they are currently getting. I want y'all to sit with that, because there are a lot of individuals that are going around acting as if they do have it together. But they're having it together is they're using their sibling's social security number, or they're purchasing others. They're having it together is they're using their husbands and or wives. They're having it together is schemes, con artists, thievery, tricks. They're having it together is that. Okay? That's not having it together. Trying to make you feel bad because, hey, maybe you are not scheming people. Maybe you are not purchasing several different social security numbers. Maybe you are not participating in criminal activity. And maybe you are not out there using people like they are. Okay, so when you legitimately go to people and asking for help, you're doing it in a higher vibrational place. But they are no better than you. And let's just make this clear. Even for the so-called people who have it together because it's their own earnings or whatever, you can bet your bottom dollar, as I said on a previous video, there was some support behind that. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to get it quite that way. Okay, so if you've lived a life of primarily being alone and on your own, because of when you have gone to people for help, what this turns out to be, just know Whether people have shit and don't have shit, they're no better than you. You are no better than them. But don't allow people to get in your head portraying this illusionary sense of all sufficiency. See, it's not having it all together when we have to steal. It's not having it all together when we have to commit fraud. It's not having it all together, again, when it's your baby social security number, your daughters, your sons, this one and that one, or finagling other people out of money. That's not having it together. Don't believe the hype, collective. They are no better than you. And you have a right to say, hey, respectfully, that you will not be receiving any advice from people who can't take their own advice, and from individuals who are seeking to try to tear you down so that they can feel better about themselves. It's even worse when they're hypocrites, right? They're no better than you, dear.